If it's your first time on my channel, my name is AD. Also, make sure to check out my Linktree link down below in the description section as well. SNAP benefits to be halted on November 1st, 2025. So 42 million Americans are expected to lose their SNAP, which is Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program benefits on November 1st, 2025 due to the government shutdown, according to a memo by the USDA. So misinformation with half truths or leaving key things out on details is purposely done often because some people know most individuals not going to do any research of their own on the information they are given. But thankfully, I'm not one of them. So I'm here to help you all out. Let me first say this. Both Republicans and Democrats in Congress are playing a role in this current government shutdown. I know it's been because I'm seeing where, hey, it looks like it's just the Republicans or this is a Donald Trump thing, but I want to make sure that the Democrats in Congress they don't get away with a pass either. This falls under their watch, both the Republicans and the Democrats in Congress. And let me just kind of give you a little lesson, in history lesson and history as well as how this thing kind of play out and works. So the Republicans do got complete or majority control of three of the branches of the government. So the executive branch, which is headed by the president, they get to appoint cabinet members. And a person can't be a cabinet member and a member of Congress at the same time, which makes sense. So you don't want to have that same person to be doing both. That's going to be a conflict of interest. But the primary responsibility of this branch, which is the executive, is to enforce and execute the laws of the United States. Now, the next branch is the legislative I'm going to talk about. The Republican Party currently holds majority in both the House of the Representatives and the Senate, allowing them to control the legislative agenda and pass bills. However, there's a rule in place called a filibuster in the Senate, which requires a three-fifths majority, I think it's 60 votes, to end debate and proceed to a final vote. So Congress must pass the bill, and the president must then sign the bill for the shutdown to end. So the shutdown is currently going on because obviously we got some Democrats as well as Republicans. Like I said, even though the Republicans do have the majority in the House, I mean in the Senate, in Congress, I should say, there are some Democrats as well that is the reason why we are in a government shutdown at this point. And then, of course, last we have the judicial branch, and the judicial branch that's more so the Republican Party got control currently of that branch as well, but it just mainly you get to appoint the judges to federal courts, including the Supreme Court. So with that breakdown, we now know the SNAP issue that we're running into, which is going up under the government shutdown. All of this falls under the legislative branch. So I know people who just completely blaming this on President Trump. Actually, in my opinion, President Trump has nothing to do with this currently right now. And like I said, I know Republicans in Congress, yeah, they can get some blame, but don't forget to give some of that same blame to Democrats in Congress as well, because it's falling under both of their watches currently right now. And for the people who receive SNAP and you got concerns, I would advise, just scale back, for about a month. I think this is gonna probably last till the end of the year. I mean, that normally how this works, unfortunately, with the government shutdown. But I would advise just scale back a little, end up, you know, spend wisely and hopefully this thing could be over with quickly. Also, something else I want to make sure I bring up for the people who are furloughed. The people who are furloughed, they're gonna get their money back. They're gonna get the back pay back. And I know some people like, well, I got to get there, but if I would tell them the same thing. Scale back. Hopefully, bunker down. You can have somebody that if you need it, you can run to. For about a month or two. Because, like I said, I look for it to last to the end of this year. But if you like this video, be sure to subscribe before you leave this channel so you're alerted of new content I put out weekly.